that field, and what made you pursue that?
Well, I always had a thing for like the youth, you know what I mean? Just like trying to, big the youth up. But I had my uncle, he told me he had a position for me. It was right after Lee, as a matter of fact, you know what I mean? He told me he had a position for me, and he was like, it's in the city. And I mean, I'm like, all right, cool. So when I went, I kind of, when I first went, I'm not gonna lie, the school is bad as hell. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was seeing so much. I'm like, damn, these kids, they different. But then, like, they gravitated towards me because I hooped and everything. You know, I dressed the way I dressed, like I'm still young. You know what I mean? Enough to where they can relate to me, but I'm old enough to know right from wrong. So I think that was a bonus. But yeah, so I just kind of like I hit it off with the kids, and then after that, it was like, I mean, it's just like that's to me, that's God's work. Like that's what I'm supposed to. I'm there for a reason. I'm supposed to do this.
That's real. Well, and culture is important when you're trying to relate to somebody.
For
And
sure.
I think a lot of people forget that. So I'm like, I mean, this is me speculating, but like I was in, I had an IEP, you know what I'm saying? Like, and so like I was in a special ed classroom for a while because of behavior. And so like, but a lot of people you can't necessarily, I'm not saying you want to disrespect them, but because you can't relate to them, as a man, as an African American, sometimes like you just like, who is this telling me about something? And we feel like they can't relate, even though poverty doesn't necessarily discriminate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's real that they have somebody like you. Because if I had somebody like you, like back when I was in school, like, okay, I might listen a little bit. Because he might have to cross me up, you know what I'm saying? Because if he can't hoop, I ain't listening to him.
Right. Yeah, no, they respect that though. You know what I mean? I think in our culture, that's just it's almost sad, but it's the reality though. Like I say, we respect what we see glorified. You know what I mean? So hoops, fashion, rappers, like, you know what I'm saying? So if you see somebody that identify with those three things and money, you know what I mean? 9 times out of 10, the youth, that's what they gravitate towards because that's all they know to be successful. The definition of successful. So, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, like, I mean, of course, like I say, so they adapted to the fashion and the hoops and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So it was like that was the easiest way. Like I had them immediately because I look like somebody they see on TV. You know what I'm saying? So
okay. So what are so a lot of people give Chicago a bad rap. And so what would you say to somebody who says Chicago, bad city, stuff like that? Like, because I see it all the time on the news, but like I be in the goal. And, like if I'm on my P's and Q's, I'm decent. But on certain sides, like, you know what I'm saying? What would you say to people that say, you know what I'm saying, Chicago, Chirac all the time, everywhere, don't go to that city?
You can't knock until you try, man. I feel like that everybody got every area got their hoods, every area got their good, every area got their bad. I think that Chicago gets the reputation more so for the music. I think the artists kind of like navigated that narrative. I don't think that when Kanye was rapping, when Common was rapping, Chicago had that rap. You know what I mean? We was more so like an artsy, artsy grind, gotta get it, get up and go get it, like hustler. Like that was our narrative back in the day. But then like when Chief Keef and Lil Durk and all of them, they came and they kind of navigated the whole Chirac is like violence. You know what I mean?